The election's been rough, you know. So many of my friends are like crying and going, how could this happen? And I'm from Florida, so I know the answer. When I started out doing comedy, I would write jokes out in like paragraph form, and I think that that's inorganic. Just throwing things out and seeing what works is better for me. Tonight, I'm gonna try some new stuff at a few different venues and hope it doesn't all bomb. I was talking to a Mexican friend of mine. They were not just made up for this joke. And we were talking, and I was like, they had to spend $1 million a day for security at Trump Tower. And there's lots of residents that already live there. And one of the residents that lives there is Bruce Willis. And I was thinking, like, how amazing would it be if the terrorists attacked Trump Tower and then he has to climb the tower to defeat them all. And then they're like, yeah, I might get deported. It's like, oh, that's the difference between what we're going through. I'm thinking of fantastical action scenes, and they're like, oh, my family might be gone.
I found like the Bruce Willis thing worked, but the framing device I had it in didn't work. So I think they liked the idea, but they didn't like the execution.
Please wrap it up for Mike Lawrence, everybody.
I was sitting having brunch, the Council of Whites, as we call it, and we're all, people were like all worried and stuff, and then I was like, here's a cool fact. So Trump lives in Trump Tower, right? And there's still all these people that have apartments there. One of them is Bruce Willis, and I was like, oh my God, what if the terrorists attacked Trump Tower? And Bruce Willis, by himself, had to take out the terrorists one by one. And everyone looked at me and they realized how hard it is to deal with mild autism.
I went with a different framing device for the Die Hard joke. I think I just need to simplify it even further.
Please welcome Mr. Mike Lawrence.
One of the most interesting things that I found out is that, Trump still lives in the tower named after him, in case we didn't think he was a supervillain. Well, what's amazing is that they still have just people living in that building, but there's all the security, and Bruce Willis is one of the residents of Trump Tower, and all I can think about is how awesome it would be if the terrorists hijack Trump Tower. And Bruce Willis has to use all the skills he learned, making 2 great and 3 really terrible action movies, and then dying immediately because he's an actor. And it's just called Die Easy. Oh God, that'd be the best. Thank you so much, guys. Good night.
I thought the last show was really fun. I thought the crowd was into it, and I thought I condensed the joke. I took out the framing devices. I think it just connected more than trying to over-season it.
The beauty of a place like New York is you can bomb really hard, but you always know that the next show is so close ahead that you can't really think about it. You don't have time to.
I think the most important thing as a stand-up is to just get up a bunch. You never know what's gonna happen, but that's how you get there, is by just running around doing stuff like this.